Alright, so I'm gonna start the video with something good. This whole bag, okay, so 2 breads and, okay, shush. So as you can see, there's a lot of things in it. There's my lunch and there is water which I bought yesterday, 2 bread and, okay, so 2 sushi ramens, both, okay, so one of them is for dinner, one of them is for lunch, all for $2, subhanallah. I don't know. We made today like $6 or $7. Yeah, but depending on inflation on inflation when you're watching this video, right? So it might be worse, might be better. Depending on the time you're watching, $6 or $7, something like that. Close to six, close to seven. Anyway, um, unfortunately, my mom didn't cook anything, even though I hope that she is. It's a little sad to hear that because buying food on the money, a little bit of money I'm making, yeah, like it's not funny, but life is a man. Just get the deal with it, close your eyes, do the things which are right, and keep going. Thank Allah. Alhamdulillah. Okay, the second part of this video is totally another universe, I would say. Um, I don't know, bro. I just, this laptop is like multi-tool, which you can do a lot of things using this. And if there is one word which I can use to summarize the previous couple of hours I worked, is gonna be chaos. Like, I wanted to do as much work as possible I humanly possibly can, but the problem was that I didn't have enough time. I just didn't give myself time to sit and plan out things, write them down, the priorities and the things which are actually important versus the things which are kind of not important at all and don't deserve my time. And what happened is that I just was doing a lot of the things at the same time, and just, right now I'm a little lost and I can't even remember a lot of the things I did today. And I pressed the record button and I have to say something and I have to deliver with you some kind of content, but I'm like, what did I even do today? Like, there was so many things in a good way, right? So in a good way, not in a bad way, thank God, alhamdulillah. I'm gonna try to record the video anyway. I always find something to talk about. Oops, I'm sorry. Anyway, I think it is close to 9. Oh, it's 8 p.m. and I'm feeling tired. I think I'm gonna record the video. I'm gonna pray, and I will try to go to sleep as early as I humanly possibly I can. Because, this job thing, yeah, it really does sucks a lot of energy out of you, because you are spending your power and your energy not only to try to work, basically deal with clients, make the copies, print the documents out and all these things, actual work. Except that actual work you do, you also spend a lot of energy and time and brain power on your thoughts. You know what I mean? You think about, am I a failure because I'm doing something which is not something I wanted to do, right? I wanted to do business and agency and software and YouTube, and all of these things were so promising, and I thought that I'm gonna become a millionaire, and right now I'm here making prints and copies, and right now I'm being, if I literally meant what I said, I think I would have been unthankful for everything which I have achieved so far, but astaghfirullah, I didn't want it to be unthankful. I just wanted to share the actual thoughts which just go through my mind, Yeah, I was talking to myself, anyway. Because I'm afraid of saying these things in public. Even to myself, outside of my mind. I want to keep these things as thoughts, you know what I mean? Because we truly have done a lot. There is wind before the rain starts, and there's so many things which we have done, right? Um, so we have, close to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have been running this agency for close to 2 years. We have been consistent for 2 years, you know what I mean? We didn't quit the business. I have been reaching out. I have been doing content. I have been doing anything possible to find a client and make this agency work. I didn't quit this YouTube thing, even though it's like two years and third one is on the way. All of the things, you know, which teaches you consistency, which teaches you a lot of insights and things which you couldn't just learn on the book. And when you say what I just said before, out loud, and you actually believe in what you said, I think you're being insightful. Yeah, I mean, you spend a lot of brain power trying to convince yourself to do this job, to work here, to sit in that chair, to sit until a certain time comes in. Today is Friday, and as a Muslim, you might not know that, or I'm just gonna say it. As a Muslim, every Friday you go to mosque. I mean, there's like certain time for a prayer. You just gotta have to go to the mosque, and everyone comes into mosque. There's a lot of people in the mosque, and I just felt that. You know what I felt that. Um, that prayer time was close to 1 p.m. Close to 1 p.m. And my boss, he doesn't praise. So what happened is that he wasn't hurrying. I mean, if he comes in, right? So we like change our places. Like I am sitting in that place the first half of the day, and he is the second half of the day. So I have to give him. So we have to meet each other every day. All right. So I have to meet him. I can't just go. You know, he has to come in, and then I go. And what happened is that you work 9 to 5, right? You sell your time for money. And I couldn't just go and pray. I just couldn't say, you know what? I'm gonna take 5 minutes off or 10 minutes off. I'm gonna go and pray, and I'm gonna come back and work. What I used to do gazillions of times running my business. While running my business. Any single time I could have just said to anyone I needed to talk to, can you wait for 10 minutes? I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna come back. Every one of them used to say yes. And today it was a little different day. I mean, because of this situation, what happened, I was just staying there, sitting on the chair, and just pissing off that I just couldn't stand up, turn off the computer, and go and pray. I'm not saying about eating my lunch. I couldn't just go and pray. And also, yeah, the client came in and I had to serve him, you know. Like I had to print some photos for him. And I couldn't just say, can you wait for 10 minutes? I'm gonna go to the mosque and pray, I'm gonna come back. I just couldn't say it. It's not my place. I'm not the owner of that place, you know what I mean? If I would have been an owner, I think I wouldn't care. Or I would have. I don't know, man. Anyway. I think that's the story I wanted to share with you today. Okay, anyway. The good news. thank God, Alhamdulillah. Again, we did like in we did in revenue close to $7, in profit close to $5. Um, I mean, we have 24 appointment setters who signed up to our Google form. If you have been watching these videos for a couple of days now, you can feel how this number is growing, which is ridiculous, right? So we went from 0 to 24 every single day, adding on top like 2 or 3 people, which is subhanallah ridiculous. I didn't even imagine being so, in this position. Like 24 people. I mean, one of them signed up twice, but 24 people. Can you imagine that? And by tomorrow, it might be 25, 26, And tomorrow we are gonna have a meeting with all of them, and we're gonna explain them how to do the job. I think Sunday is gonna be the day when they're gonna spend setting up the accounts, right? So opening the accounts through which they're gonna be reaching out. And I'm gonna ask them to open a Telegram accounts to just be able to talk to them, I'm sorry. And what else? Yeah, I think by Monday we can hypothetically start working and reaching out. 24 people. 20 freaking 4 people reaching out every single day. Because it's a remote job, like I don't think people are gonna be like, I mean, it's a commission based. So hypothetically they should work 7 days in a week. Like it's a commission based. I mean, as hard as you work, as much money as you're gonna make. So if you wanna take your Saturday and Sunday off, I mean, I have no problems with that personally, because I'm not spending money on your weekends. Um, but you're gonna make money in general in comparison to someone else in the same company. If you wanna take that, okay. Anyway, I think these are the good news so far. So we did money, even though it's not a lot. Subhanallah. We have 24 people who sign up for our appointment setters Google form. We have our website, which is ready, kind of ready. I have to build it. The design is finished. I have to build it. And tomorrow I'm not going to do the job, so I think, yeah, I think that I'm gonna spend the whole day working. Yeah, I think that's it so far. I think that's it. Um, Actually, no. I I have this one podcast which reached out to me, which is kind of crazy. I have only 2,000 subscribers. Man, and this is crazy. Like, yeah, man. What did I learn today? Well, I knew these lessons in theory, that when you work 9 to 5, you sell your time, but I never actually have tried to taste that. And I think now I know how it feels like, not just how it sounds like. In theory, when you hear something and you're like, oh shit, that sounds bad. But when you go through this thing and actually live that, that thing tastes very different. I am hungry. I am very hungry for success, but I don't want to do wrong things to just get the money and quit the job. That's not what I want to do. Yes, I don't want to continue working in this job. Yes, I don't want to do that. But what I have else to do? Like, this businesses ain't gonna make you successful overnight. And this is not the reason why you started them at first, right? I didn't thought it's gonna take me that long. I didn't I didn't knew that. But even if I knew, I don't think I would have said, nah, I'm not gonna do this thing. Because I know that the future me who's watching these videos, he's probably not watching it 14 minutes so far. But if you're gonna clip that out, then I'm gonna be able to, watch this video in the future, and I'm gonna be probably glad. Not probably, but I mean, God will, I'm gonna be proud and glad that I did this YouTube videos, and pretty soon I'm gonna be making money from the AdSense. God will. I'm gonna pretty soon succeed with my agency. Bro, I mean, like 24 people reaching out. Like, I am not super smart, but I know that 24 people versus me who was reaching out alone is like 24 times better than, okay? You know what I mean? Adding on top of that, there's one previous appointment setter which we had. I mean, we had two, but one of them quit. So 25 people, you know. No doubt, no doubt. I don't want to be this pessimistic idiot. You have to be able to see through the time. Maybe I will change this day job to something else, to just I have this, as I said to you before in the previous videos, I have this idea of getting a job in a supermarket because they pay more. Okay, okay, what? I mean, maybe I will change it, maybe not. I will probably should change it anyway, but I mean, what's the problem? Yes, I don't like it. Yes, I don't have the freedom. I know that. What?